Oh yeah. Oh, probably the team diamonds. Oh yeah, how are they? Nah, my sister like wants to watch them together, so we haven't even like started yet.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
This is a little
yeah,
bit like
bro, I knew from the trailer. I saw everyone.
Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is.
Save
That's
money
where your strength's
really
supposed to be.
actually.
You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple.
It's second and
the goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his
easier
spot
for
to run the football.
the directors too. You
How
already
about
know
the
your
defense
actors
there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Yeah, and it's kind of almost the same role if you think about it.
From just shy of midfield, block. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Block working out of the gun. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away. Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
That was good though, at least some of the family there.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And now where are they going to mark him?
No, I know, yeah. He then falls asleep pretty much after.
Back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 1-yard line.
Yeah. The usual.
Now Ryan back into his end zone. He completes it to Julio Jones. Yeah, he is out up around the 15-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Oh, really? I didn't even see that.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
That's going to be good. I don't know how long the fuck they're going to last.
Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out.
Yeah, but did baseball even get, I guess, it was 1
first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and made him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, well, that,
From the gun,
that's not a surprise.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Ito Smith, his first carry. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
41-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, Ryan. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Chill, bro. Yeah, bro. That's an MVP too. That's a couple hundred coins.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
My bad. Like 100,000.
From their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it?
No.
Force a punt on defense.
Nah, bro. I would not be playing if it was only a couple hundred coins.
I like that. Yeah, moving
I
it very,
promise
very
you
well.
that.
Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
I can deal with head-to-head, but like weekend things where all like the little bitches play, I swear.
Have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
They'll set up the screen to Smith. And this is
to get 16 wins, like even the last 3 I'm trying to get to 18. Like the last 2, well not the last 2, yeah, the last 3 games I quit out the first 2 of them because there was like I knew what the game was gonna be and I was like I don't want to deal with this. I was like I'm just gonna quit.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Now a handoff for Gurley. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 48.
Tackle made. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Play action, Ryan. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
A loss of 10
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So I guess Christian's playing with David Monday.
The Broncos on the field ready to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control
No,
your fate.
I mean like that's the squad that would be freezing.
You start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The 20-yard line.
I hope it's just him and Christian.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
I would legit every time we do something to man, it's gonna rain.
Shotgun snap to Lock. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They fake the handoff, now Locke. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll be taken down, but not
after them,
before
it's
he
like
works it
fucking
past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Yeah, I believe so.
Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
With 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7.
Yeah, bro, he's the Bengals team diamond.
Here's Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run,
yeah,
not just with dexterity, but with
sewer.
intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to
I told
one.
Angela that. I didn't think the man sees rushing to finish this game.
A first down carry for Smith. Room here to run. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10. And mark him at the 5.
Don't know.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I don't know, he went to like a 50th birthday party tonight.
And his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going. Yeah. Or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
Yo.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
How was that Thanksgiving dinner?
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back
bro,
to running
the night game on yesterday, and he like had to beat up his like sister's boyfriend. I don't know, his girlfriend's sister's boyfriend. I don't know.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Man, just beating asses out here.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley. Touchdown number 15 of the year. As his guys are first out of the scoreboard here this afternoon. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Falcons 7, Broncos nothing.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down. How big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Yeah.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
3rd down. 3rd and 12.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. From the gun, it's Locke. And the pressure gets to him again. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
38-yard line.
A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Texans, they have scored again and moved in front by a couple of touchdowns. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Mateo finished it off.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd
and we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
C.J. Board.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Ryan now off the bootleg. That's complete to Smith. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
He's across.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Jarrell Casey. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
The left side completion to Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line.
No, and I didn't hear. I just heard how was yours.
And that's exactly
she was good. She just started laying down. Do you mind taking notes to your pee?
They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Thank Yeah, they were playing the piano for a bit.
Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points.
She drank her whole bowl already, so she got to
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3.
We took her for a walk all the way to the lake and back.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
K.J. Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
Yeah,
a lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Open man there. That's Bellamy. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Locke. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
7-yard line.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Again, it's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Speed? That was quick.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before half for Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Thomas. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go play action with Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
No, I think the worst was the one. I think the worst was the one that made his name George Floyd.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
I saw it on thing, and they got the bounty, and the guy was like, because Because it was like, you know. No, it was like you gotta kill Joe. I said you gotta kill him for the bounty.
And this will be incomplete.
Bro, how was
Physical
not
play
that
on the
bad?
football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Oh, I just took in, I was reading the notes on the patch that I used to update the other day.
Obviously didn't want to
So one of the things was fixing the swagger thing, that it always did the sticky ball celebration. Yeah, I was dying when I read that. I was like, oh shit.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll
So
be
I
2nd and 8.
tried it, like I always
That's a
do.
real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about where they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Falcons' 43.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Bellamy. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Eric, oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Third and 2, Locke's going to throw. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
And the Broncos.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
This will be caught at about the 5.
Complete to
a gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the
from the 5, 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Locke working out of the gun. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Jonathan Allen, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
Field goal, a 29-yard attempt.
Oh, what? What the fuck?
And this has no chance. It's no good. Well, wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He gives to Gurley. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
The ball carrier.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Let's put that team on the front. Check 24, check 24.
From the gun, Ryan. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked by the rookie Michael O.J. Mudia. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
1st and 10.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. Let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Locke on target to Fant for a Bronco 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Locke with a quick throw out to Judy. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Jerry Judy. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, Locke. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.